Yeah, so we've had a long-term, low-level set of collaborations in science. So that means that we've had, many people, but just probably not as many as we should, given how close we are culturally and spatially on the globe. So my goal is to make sure we get our relationship up to where it should be, because, as I said, India is an emerging power, and I think it is in India's and Australia's best interest to work together. We're sort of in the same part of the globe. We have so much to offer each other, and we of course have a lot of students that come to Australia. So we have about 350 Indian students at ANU right now, and they're great students from all over the country, and we very much appreciate what they contribute. A lot of them are doing PhDs, for example, and a lot of them come back home to India, and a lot of them, those form the basis of work in the future together on solving the problems that humanity faces here living on Earth. I personally work a fair bit with Indians on astronomy, so that's been my own personal connection. Here at IIT Madras, probably not as much, because most of our stuff is up with the radio astronomers at, for example, IUCA and at the Raman Research Institute. But I think we're going to be much more connected at the engineering and physics end here. But remembering this is more than just me. This is the whole, 25,000 people up at ANU who do everything you can imagine, as I said, from Sanskrit all the way to, nanophysics. Great Nobel Prize winners in the past, and it is certainly true that research costs a lot of money, and it requires a commitment from government. And one of the things I think we're going to see, as I see a renewed commitment by India to research, is you'll see more Nobel Prize winners coming out of India. There's so much history, so much talent here. And as I said, we have Chandrasekhar, we have Raman, which is the institute that I work up with, Bangalore a lot, and there's going to be a huge litany of other people you can expect to follow. So yes, it has typically gone into countries like the U.S., into Europe, into Japan, which invested a lot of money in research. You invest money in research, you win Nobel Prizes. It's as simple as that. Trying to get how universities and the research system work together, tie in with the economy, that's something that all countries are figuring out. In Australia, we're trying to figure it out as well. The U.S., which we always look to as being a place that does this really well, if you ask the people in the U.S., they don't think they do it very well either. But they probably do it better than anyone else. So it's something we continue to work. If your universities get better, your students have better outcomes, they're better able to work with business. Business becomes more sophisticated because they have better graduates. They know how to work with the technology better. They're more competitive globally. It's a complex ecosystem. You don't solve it overnight. You make it a priority, and I promise you, when you invest in education and research, it always returns well for the country. It's just really making sure that that investment is spread over the entire country amongst people from all sorts of backgrounds rather than just a few people. That's where you can get it wrong.